You like Baby Shark?
He gets in his Baby Shark.
He said no.
He's lying to you. That's why. Because he's 3. Doesn't give a shit about how you feel and what you think. His name's Hefe for a reason. He's the motherfucking boss. He's a pain in the ass, though. I had to reset his sleep schedule too many times.
Oh, that is right. That's how you got the whole fiasco with the BBs in the toilet.
Yeah, that's just funny.
Because he ends up staying up. He ends up staying up longer than he's supposed to, and it's like, because my wife ends up going to sleep on him or some shit like that. I don't know. But I told my kids, I told the older ones, like, make sure that he goes to sleep. So they end up staying up, too, to make sure that he goes to sleep. So whatever one stays up, I got to reward them because, I mean, they're doing me a favor. And they're doing my wife a favor as well. So
yeah. What do you reward them with? Cups of water? It doesn't seem like you're a very rewarding person.
That's because you're you.
No.
Yeah, he loves his children. He just isn't that enthralled with you, bro.
Oh, man. So it doesn't help that I'm the youngest here. Oh,
yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
Well, last night was fun. They rub one out.
Remember that song? Last night, I was inside of you.
You don't know that song?
Night,
Probably, I don't know.
While making
it was called by.
It was called Last Night by
AZ.
What was it? AZ?
AZ Yet or something like that.
AZ Yet.
That
song.
I didn't hear about that song.
If I heard it,
years ago.
Where
did I hear it? I think I heard that on. It was on the Nutty Professor soundtrack.
Then I definitely heard it then.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Because we banged that Nutty Professor
He
soundtrack.
He has pants on.
Nah, he's been going hard with the pants lately.
See, good job, Hefe. Yeah.
All right, dude. Like, you just can't pay attention to shit, can you?
I did. Well, you think I'm gonna pay attention to a black?
You know what it is.
Mexican
you want to know what the problem is?
What's
like,
up?
Double D's not here, so I don't have like an interceptor. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna get on all the way the fuck on my nerves today.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
Welcome to No Filter.
The No Filter.
The No Filter.
No Filter.
The No Filter podcast, which is
An EMP network production.
in this show you'll encounter nothing but
Straight talk, none of that PC stuff.
No PC.
No PC.
No PC consistency.
please note that the
Opinions from the hosts
Are not a reflection of the.
EMP Network.
And as always, thanks guys for tuning in.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
thanks for opening up your ears and your mind.
And we hope you
All
like
the
this
way.
one.
So is there like is his real like? Are we recording yet?
Look at the fucking TV, Moose.
Yeah,
we
man.
are recording. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, you could give like a.
Why do I need to give that?
Because
Because isn't an answer. Why do I need to give that?
I just feel that we should have some type of. Okay, we're recording. We can't say nigga.
But you can.
Yeah, and we do this like every week. It's like the same. And then
I mean, it's never been different. Why would I change it now?
And then the
Just
good
thinking,
parts
man.
he puts
I'm
into the show.
brainstorming, man. Let me brainstorm.
Anyway, hey guys, welcome to No Filter.
Hey,
I'm your host,
guys.
Remorseless, and I am here with. Wait a minute. Guess who's not next? Double D is missing. This room is pretty dark today.
Yes, it is.
Because we are missing Double D, but I am here with Single D.
What up, y'all?
And I am here with D Head. I mean Moose.
You ain't shit.
You do got a testicle head now. His head's shaved, but you could tell that he just went bald because he still has his hairline. Even your tan line on your hairline's receding.
That's just me.
Actually, my wife said it looks like I have a straight hairline.
Oh,
and
man.
it's
That's
decent
because
from
she's
my colors.
your wife.
And she loves
No,
you.
she'll definitely tell me the truth, which is bad.
That's not bad. Why would that be bad? You want to marry somebody to tell you the truth.
Give me a compliment. Like, she hates my shoes.
Do you like speaking into the mic?
I like speaking into
the mic.
I don't know how I feel about that for the gay man telling me that.
See, here we go with this bullshit again. You just can't do. You're a fucking 5-year-old.
I am not 5-year-old, but I'm 5 inches when I'm soft.
Well played. I can't even say nothing about that. I'm not even trying to encourage you today, but that was well played.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Oh, Lucifer.
But anyway, we're rocking.
I shaved my chest too.
We're rocking. Why don't you have a shirt on?
Yeah, why don't you have a shirt on?
Who
bro?
wants a shirt?
Why are you just rocking a jacket though, my G?
You're rocking.
I got a
You're dressed
Really,
like a homeless guy. You look like a homeless guy.
Thank you.
You look like you're about to go get some soup.
This is
They
America.
about to hit the soup kitchen.
Don't
up.
catch me slipping up.
I actually like that song. Hef, shut the door. Stop playing. But anyway. So what are we rocking about today? What are we rocking about today?
Oh yeah, check your phone because I sent you like topics.
You did?
Yeah, they were already written
in
out.
Group chat or?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just sent it.
Oh, all right. So why exactly did you send me these when you can just bring them in yourself?
And that was the question I asked when you went downstairs.
That is fucking stupid. Why would you send them to me?
Well, because you weren't here to write it on the board. My handwriting's terrible.
Literally, as soon as you walked out the door.
Why not just remember?
Do you remember?
Or just open. You're
The
on your
topics
phone
you had
any other fucking
made.
time, but when it's time for you to be on your phone to get some fucking topics, you're not on your phone.
I gave them to you.
They're
Why
your
does
topics.
Why does it matter if you receive them?
They are your topics.
Well, I thought you wanted to.
D,
put
what
them
are we
on the
talking? I'm
board.
not dealing with this shit. I don't have double D here. I'm not dealing with it. D.
Mr. Double D.
Someone else is on their
We can
period.
start out with it. Whenever you want, my man. Oh, I know what I wanted to know.
Oh yeah,
So,
I was trying to segue
No.
ignore
Into the
his
topic.
dumbass into the topic
Yeah,
so you
I
can
got
bring
you.
your topic in.
No, I want to give my topic, but there's a question I have.
All right.
Has he been to Cafe Milano's yet?
Have you been to Cafe Milano's? He's pissing. Like, what do you want him to do?
It threw me all the way off. I just looked over and was like, oh, okay.
Take care of your
Shit.
business, little man. Ain't no
Like,
shame.
what is he supposed to do? Like,
no
at
shame
least
in
he's
the
not
game.
going in a cup.
That's right. Or the
Yeah.
corner.
Right.
I've seen little kids do that. Walk up to the corner and just be like,
I definitely did pee in a cup today.
Oh, this dude we were at the park and the bathrooms were closed, so I took him behind the bush,
Of course.
yeah. So he drops his pants to his ankles and like Matrix styles his way, like, and I look down at him and he's looking up at me with like the biggest smile on his face, and then I look at him and I'm like, Hef, and he turns to me, dick in hand, still pissing. I'm like, no. I had to jump away.
like, what, Dad?
Yeah, almost fucked my shoes up. It was my fault though, because I shouldn't have called them. You never call somebody when
Nah,
they're pissing,
not
especially when they're
midstream.
kids.
Yeah.
Midstream, they're not thinking about that.
Do you know how to start and stop?
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I have to. You got to start and stop.
Yeah. That's
That
practice
shit will
for other
hurt
things.
sometime, though, depending on how full force you're pissing.
No, it does. I don't. Something's wrong with your prostate. Go get checked.
Yeah, man.
I think you just want to check my prostate.
Nobody said that.
I don't know. You looked at me
always
and
some
your
gay
eye
shit
winked
with
a
you.
little bit.
No, it didn't.
It was your right eye.
Trust me
winked
when
a
I
little
tell
bit.
you, the last thing I want to do is look at you in that fucking testicle-looking ass head,
Well, what is wrong with you?
milk dud ass head.
Testicles usually have hair.
Mine don't.
Yeah. Some people laser.
I c-
I
You
shave my
shave?
shit. Hell yeah.
Like with a razor?
No.
Probably
Oh,
clippers.
clippers.
Yeah. Clippers,
I'd be
no
scared.
guard, closed.
Man,
Yeah,
I
man, nice
fucking-
smooth.
Just
I
taking it
always
straight
say
from
I wish my ball hair. I wish the hair on my head grew as slow as my ball hair did, because my ball hair, like I shave
an
my
accelerated
balls
rate?
like once a month, maybe once every month and a half.
Yeah.
But like my head, like I gotta get my hair cut like every 2 weeks. I gotta cut my hair every 2 weeks, or like it ends up getting ragged. Like
Yeah.
it's insane. I don't understand it.
I know. I cut
Why can't
myself
they
too
just
many
grow
times.
equally?
You would think they're all coming from the same place. You
Exactly.
would think so. And some's different. I got good pubic hair.
Wait, what?
I got pretty pubes.
You got pretty pubes.
Yeah, it's like
He
that's
got
just
the
been
Michael
relaxed.
Jacksons of pubes.
Yeah, man. You think I got in?
Why is
there.
Michael Jackson pretty to you?
You ain't never heard that Dave Chappelle episode? Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Oh my god.
Get
Closer to the mic, Moose. Why are
Well,
you
it's
acting
fine.
like you don't know how to do this?
Because I'm taking D spot.
I was about to say only one of us cannot speak into the mic, man.
Yeah. There you go. Now it's
Oh,
louder.
yeah.
See, it was your fault.
I didn't
fucking
have
producer.
you turned up. That was me. That was me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you
The
know,
funny thing is, you were still picking up pretty high, though. Actually, we should stop this and see how you actually sound on the feedback. But I can just turn you up. So
turn me up some, like Absol. I don't know if you know that song, but you know how they was talking about it in Dave Chappelle's episode where He was talking about Michael Jackson's pubes.
Be impressed.
Yeah. Like in the R. Kelly trial when he was pissing on everybody.
All right. Let's relax.
All right.
Let's relax.
I have Prince pubes, if any. No, I'm lying. I have nappy ass shit.
Nappy pubes. You got nappy pubes?
I have nappy everything except for like the hair on my head.
Yeah, because you have nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about before I shaved, you asshole.
Well, no, you had a retreat. Like your head lost a war with your eyebrows. Like your hairline lost a war with your eyebrows,
shit,
and they
my
just
eyebrows
started
are
to
like-
retreat. Everybody run away! Everybody run!
You know, this shows how much of a true bitch he really is.
Get out of here!
He's worried about eyebrows. He's gay.
There was catapults coming from your nose. Like you had a whole war. It looked like the movie Troy.
Oh, he said the
Like
end
Achilles
game.
took the beach to your head and was like, "Let me get this shit over." Killed Hector right in the middle of your.
He just Trojan horsed you, bro.
He definitely didn't Trojan horse me. No.
Oh man!
Don't give him the ideas.
But anyway, what were we talking about?
Talking about people being innocent. Being innocent was how you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
They can be innocent into the mic.
And be real innocent to the mic. I'm like inside of this mic. You might want to check, make sure mine's is good too. So if we just sat there and yelled at Moose for the last.
I actually did look down. That's why I realized that Moose wasn't as loud as I wanted him to be because I was like, oh shit, it's my fault.
Yeah, right.
But I
I
ain't want to
never
blame
meant
me.
to give you mushrooms, girl.
Oh, I used to love mushrooms when I was a teenager, but any
Wait,
which way.
what? I never tried mushrooms.
Well, we'll get to
I've
that.
never tried mushrooms either.
We'll get to that in a second. But
Where do you get them from?
We'll get to that in a second. No,
Let
I don't
everybody
know
know.
any of this stuff. That's.
Uh-huh.
I'll talk to you.
FA?
But yeah, the whole you grow up, you're always told you're innocent until proven guilty, innocent until proven guilty, innocent until proven guilty. When does that really ever seem? Have you ever really seen that play out? Because it even seems with people with money, it doesn't even seem to play out like that. It seems to always be the opinion of the public opinion seems to be the only one that you really get from the door. A lot of times.
Well, to be completely honest with you, I was never told growing up that I was innocent until proven guilty.
Well, but you know what I'm
But
saying.
then again, I mean, like, given the environment I grew up, I was also raised to hate the police. You know what I'm saying? So, and two things can be wrong and two things can be true. You know what I'm saying? Just like they can be false as well. But, like, the problem with being innocent until proven guilty is who's really calling you in it? Like, you're convicted, you're arrested, you're supposed to have a non-biased jury of your peers, and the judge is supposed to be non-biased, but everybody's human.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And now with like social media and different things like that, now everybody has an opinion.
And that's the thing too. That makes it even worse. So now if your case gets out there or it gets any attention, the court of public opinion is going to be out there way before
Into the mic, dude.
anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just something that always kind of irked me because even from like a young age, and I know what you mean. It's like nobody's sitting there telling you you're innocent until proven guilty, but that's what you always hear on the TV shows and how it's supposed to be.
That bullshit.
You're supposed
Cops
to be
is filmed on information by the men and women of the law.
Yeah.
All suspects are innocent until proven
Proven
guilty
guilty.
in the court of law.
Thank you.
Bad
And-
boys, what you wanna do?
You gotta say it like Bad Boys.
Like
But
You gotta learn the words, man.
we didn't only get to the what's it called?
You said we only do the court. You fucked it up, man. I thought you had it.
Bad boys.
How do
bad
y'all feel
boys.
about Bad Boys 3 coming out?
I don't even know if that's really coming out.
Is
It
Martin
is.
really
They're-
got?
they're
did
recorded.
Martin really gained that much weight?
Martin got fat.
Yeah.
Martin looked like Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
He
he
kind of
does.
he sounds like what would happen if Tracy Morgan's voice got lighter and he was actually funny.
Yeah, because I'm not a big Tracy Morgan fan.
Because nothing about
Oh, yeah, I'm Tracy Morgan, and I'm gonna sit here and just talk like this, and you're supposed to laugh at me.
shut the fuck up.
Sometimes he's funny.
Well, see,
Tracy. No, he's not.
I like Tracy Morgan whenever he's not the main person.
Hold on for a minute.
Yeah.
When is he funny? Name a movie where Tracy Morgan was funny, because none of his stand-up
I
was.
think Cop Out was.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I like Cop Out with Bruce
Yo,
Willis,
that
Yeah.
little
Sean William Scott.
That little Hispanic dude, that little like 10-year-old boy. He was like, "I'm 10, and I got a better phone than you, you broke ass bitch." I was like, "What the fuck?" That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm with you, Remorseless. I'm not a big fan of Tracy Morgan and anything
Shout out to Eva
standalone.
Mendes.
Like anything standalone with him in it, I'm not a big fan of him.
Yeah.
Like even on 30 Rock, but I can't really talk on 30 Rock because I wasn't a big fan. I didn't dive into it too much. But his character on there seemed all right. But I would think if I was watching that
Into the mic,
repeatedly, that I wouldn't be able to watch his character because it would just be annoying as hell.
Yeah, like
it's just
that's the
stupid
thing.
dumb.
He annoys me. Like that's one of the reasons why I didn't like Chappelle's acting.
What about
like
Martin?
I said from the door, I wasn't a real big Chappelle fan because I didn't like his acting. The first time I seen Chappelle was on A Nutty Professor, and then the second time was on Blue Streak. Didn't like him in both of those because he was annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
and then
I get that.
like Half Baked came out, and I was already done with him, so I kind of watched it with a bias.
Yeah.
But even if I watch it now, I still don't think it's funny. I just like his stand up. Like I don't even think his stand up is ha ha funny. His stand up is like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that type of thinking funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like and I think I said this before. It's kind of like a Chris Rock type of funny
Oh,
versus like a
Telling jokes.
Eddie Griffin comedy type of funny.
I like Eddie Griffin.
I like him too.
A lot.
I haven't seen him in a
Yeah,
while.
I don't know
either.
what happened to him, man, but he was funny as shit.
I think he was just in town
And he
not
was
too long
smart.
ago.
He was intelligent. You could tell from the way he actually told his jokes. He was intelligent.
Moose, everybody's intelligent to you. You're an idiot.
Oh,
No.
I'm
no,
fucking
no,
with
no,
you
no.
though, but yeah, he was very smart.
but Bad Boys 3, looking forward to it. But they're gonna be like granddads now at this point in time.
Yeah,
because
they're
old.
probably going to speak into the mic. That's what they're.
How
probably-
much more? Do you, I'm inside.
Take
You
the sock
heard
off.
you heard your voice in pre-pro. That's what it is. It's
Okay.
it's the flat part. You're not speaking into the flat part. What half? Can y'all talk while I sit here and talk to my? Talk
We
to
got
my
you.
son?
Oh, but he looks so cute. He doesn't look like he came from you.
So mean. But yeah.
But I feel you on that though, because I definitely have a record, like simple stuff,
Yeah.
like a summary fence, whatever. But I'm still the fact that why, even if I'm proven not guilty for stuff, why does it still show up on my report for my record?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That and then you get detained. You get
I get
detained. You get detained. You have to pay for bail. But why do I have to pay for all
You
this?
still have to pay for it to get expunged if you're accused of it, which makes no sense if you're proven not guilty.
And you're supposed to be innocent before you're guilty. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
See, it's things like that that's what I'm trying to get at with the whole situation, because we're always told one thing, but it doesn't necessarily seem to be it. And that it's a lot worse, I think, for minorities and lower class. But it's even the upper echelon doesn't seem to be exempt,
Yeah.
because they just want it. They just want something to talk about. But
They can get that shit expunged. Like, I ain't got the type of money to just
heck
pay
no.
for one charge to get expunged, and it's
which you
hundreds
shouldn't
of dollars.
have to, because you're supposed to be innocent until
Exactly.
proven guilty. You know what I mean? And that goes with the whole thing with having to pay bond and this and that and bail when you're one. Like, but I thought I didn't do nothing yet.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like even I had when I met Remorseless, like
Yeah.
that's how I met him, was from work. So they actually held me up on my background because I was driving,
Yeah.
and the person's car who I was driving had fake registration stickers.
Well, you were also sniffing coke on the bumper, so.
I definitely never did coke, but I told my wife I did. She really thought I was serious, and I'm like, no, babe, I never did.
That's because
coke.
if anybody was going to believe anybody was going to be a cokehead,
It would
it's
be
somebody coming in without a hoodie. I mean, with a hoodie on,
With no
without
other
a shirt, shorts, flip flops, and a fresh
You
baldy.
never wear a hoodie without a shirt?
Not a zip up one, bro.
And not to come over to somebody's house and record.
Yeah.
Man, that's the reason why I got no shirt on.
Because he just came over to record. He's like, it's just these niggas. I ain't gonna say
Yeah,
nothing.
like I would be in pajamas right now, like you are all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're in my house.
Yeah, he does live here. You have to
Okay,
travel.
Yeah.
so what? I want to be comfortable.
I
I'm
understand.
free balling right now.
I'm always free balling.
I don't ever free ball unless I got like basketball shorts. I'm
Bro,
going to the
I
store.
always free ball.
There you go,
Like
that's a
it's
t-shirt.
the only time, yeah. Hey, make me a shirt that says I always free ball. Like the only time I'm not free balling is if I have to wear jeans because I'm just afraid of zippers.
Yeah, I've definitely caught my shit in the
That
zipper.
is
You got your shit caught in a zipper before?
It has a
Seriously?
I have a permanent scar like on my
Really?
head.
I've never got my shit caught in a
Oh,
zipper. That
yes.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, I unbutton my shit and unzip my shit and pull my pants down a little bit when I got to piss just to make sure that shit don't happen. Like, that shit, that scares me. Like, I don't want to.
hurts.
It's a pain.
It hurt?
Pain.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
One time I did it when I was actually unzipping my pants. I don't even know how the hell it's possible. It's like
crazy.
you got caught somewhere. I was like, oh, because it's one of those things where you don't even want to move.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, this is just.
But it's usually like, you know how you have your nervous system, it takes, like, say if you bump your toe, you
Yeah.
see it, and it takes a second to register until you feel it. But with your dick, it's like instant. Like, definitely instant.
It's not a play. Because then you got to think about the whole thing.
Into the mic, D.
How am I going to get it taken out? Like, how am I going to
Yeah.
unravel?
I was so scared.
Yeah.
My wife was like, "What is that scar?" I was like, "No, I don't have
hold on.
herpes." Like,
Pull the sock down. If you're sitting that way, you got to speak into the flat part of the mic. Every weekend.
Every weekend.
Oh
Well, I
my
was speaking the
gosh.
flat part of the mic, and I took it off, and this was the flat part of the mic.
Yeah, and then you turned your body completely.
Well, I figured it was that flat part of the mic.
Oh my gosh.
Because apparently I'm not hitting the flat part of the mic.
Now you are.
Oh, okay. This is the
Oh,
same.
my
I was been
gosh.
eating the microphone like, okay, never mind.
Oh my
I
gosh.
missed you
Y'all are
guys.
killing me. Y'all
I
are killing me.
missed
Yeah, I
y'all.
missed y'all. It's been a while since we
been
recorded,
dead.
man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
But,
well, I've seen you like twice or 3 times in the past. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're gonna get into that story in a minute, but back to the court system real quick. The fucked up thing is, even if you are, because they get people when they're young. Like, they got me when I was 8. Like, what? I turned 18 in March, then I got arrested in May for assault. And then they have like the sentence, like potential sentences, and they're like 7 years this, 7 years that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, they you end up taking a plea deal and bullshit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I ended up
I
getting what 3 years probation just for fighting or some bullshit like that.
Exactly,
And then,
same with me.
like, yeah, you gotta, and if you are convicted or if you do plead guilty or something like that, you gotta get like a letter from the governor in order for them to pardon you. You can't even get your shit expunged unless you're not convicted.
Yeah.
Unless you're not found guilty, you can't get your shit
and
expunged.
that is so crazy, man. Like, the whole system in general is kind of messed up.
Yeah, like it's like $300-$400 to get it expunged, but then you still got to get the letter.
And
But
even-
then I'm like, when I'm 18, I'm like, that's my whole check. That's my whole check.
Yeah, it's real.
Pretty much. You know what I mean? The system's just goofy in general. I feel a lot of the rules, a lot of things are put in constitutions, and a lot of stuff like that should have been revised and looked about like years ago, like 20, 30 years ago. An argument I always have with it's not an argument, discussion I have with one of my real good friends when we talk about gun control is, I'm not trying to take nobody's guns, but at the same time, I feel that you don't necessarily need to have assault rifles for, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
for certain things.
See,
but
and that's kind of my argument too. Not to cut you off,
Yeah.
it's like, why do you need an assault rifle?
You-
Because
you
what are you
don't.
using your gun for
Assault.
besides hunting?
That's all you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be protecting and hunting, and unless
Yeah.
you have the people from Die Hard storming your crib, you don't need to have
Yeah,
like.
I'm not the biggest fan of assault. I'm not the biggest fan of people owning assault rifles. I just think that's stupid.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like rifles and shotguns and handguns, like I
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
definitely.
say I can't say yeah, don't have those. Who
No,
doesn't have those in their
exactly.
house?
I'm
You know
a firm
what I'm
believer
saying?
you should have guns so you can go hunting and something at the house to be able to protect you and your family at the
Uh-huh.
house. And everybody wants to bring up, well, you're supposed to have the rights to bear arms. Well, that was put in the Constitution back in the day when we didn't have a great
Yeah, we
law.
ain't
We didn't have
muskets.
police. Yeah,
Well, I
well,
mean,
you didn't have
even-
police. You had Minutemen and you had militias and you had to
But
have
just because
guns.
you have the rights to bear arms
doesn't mean that
you should. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I said, I'm not against gun control. Who doesn't own guns in their house?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like, all right, so do you have guns or do you don't have guns? But what kind of guns do you have?
That's
like
the main thing, yes.
And I agree with you on the assault rifle. You can get like assault rifles and Uzis and shit like that. But why do you need
it.
them?
Yeah, you don't need none of that to hunt. Like, you
It
don't
doesn't make sense
need
to me.
any of it to hunt. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, now they want to change. They want to change rules and everything
This
else.
dude don't even know how to turn off his ringer.
No,
You are such a child.
that's okay.
You're in an interview right now. Don't ever have your goddamn
Look, who you
motherfucking
think you
phone.
talking to, boy?
I'm
I'm
talking
old
to
enough to be your goddamn daddy. I'll take this belt
You
off
ain't
and
old enough to
climb
be
up.
my goddamn daddy, little
I
boy.
just might be. A little
Is
bit.
he old enough to be
I'm
your
look,
dad?
I'm only little from the waist
I don't know.
up.
I mean, you 38
Yeah.
and you 26.
I don't know.
Daddy
Maybe.
was a Rolling Stone.
Let me
out
see.
in the playground.
I mean, 13, right? That's 13 years.
No,
that's
11.
That's 12 years. That's 12 years.
11.
I've seen it on
12
YouTube.
years.
Yeah.
No, he's 38. I'm 27.
Oh, you're 27. I
I'll
said
be 20.
26, and you said yeah.
I didn't hear you even say 26. Did you?
I wasn't paying attention.
All right, 27. Yeah, that's 11 years. You know, I mean, you can have a kid when you're 11. You hit puberty a little early.
I just had an
Yeah,
old
you
man.
can still have a kid.
Just had an old man moment at work. Had this really young, pretty girl. She just started working with us.
Oh,
We started
shit.
talking, and she told me she's one of 8 kids. She's the oldest of 8. She said her baby sister's 5. She said her mom had her when she was like 15. Her mom's 35 years old.
Oh, so tell her mom what's up.
I might think about it.
Yeah,
'Cause
her
she
mom
is cute.
her mom is pop off age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And her mom must like the bang because she got 8 kids.
This little, unless you just did it 8 times.
And she's extremely fertile. But I do want some babies.
No, but there's like this little.
I hope a specific females that don't hear this.
This little young girl tried to pop off at me. Like,
Oh, for real?
come on, man, you're young. Get out of here. She was like 18, 19, somewhere around there, and I'm like, and then what happened? I was at the store. I was at Five Gas, and
You didn't
dude
bring
was
us
like,
none.
and I was leaving after some. Shut the fuck up. I was leaving after I got my food and shit. He was like, you ain't trying to talk to her? I was like, man, she's like 18. She's supposed to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
she's
like,
18.
This is your
She's
prime
supposed to.
time. Yeah, this is your
Yeah,
prime,
like,
your prime
come on,
fine
man.
time.
Come on,
If
man.
you're going to be good, you just need to
But and plus, she's 18. The problem with young chicks is
You don't know your role,
They're
bitch.
young chicks.
Yeah.
Like there's very few that I mean.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's very
it's hard to explain.
There's nothing a young chick can show me. Like,
No.
Yeah.
I've had
Besides
to
some nice tits.
Yeah. But
yeah,
this,
that's pretty much it. But
I had to put a few in my place before, and then I get like real old and bitter, man. Like, who is you talking to, little girl?
get your little ass
That's
out
outta
of here,
here.
man. You better go brush your baby doll's hair.
Right?
They're all 12 to me.
Like, go get your Barbie, go get your Similac, and go and eat your Lunchables, and let grown folks have grown folk conversation.
Yeah.
But
That's how I feel when we're talking and then Moose jumps in it.
Get the fuck out of here. Huh.
Like, hey, here's a quarter. Go play a song on a jukebox.
there you go. Grown folks is talking
Well,
over
it's at
here.
least $1, you broke ass bitch.
But yeah, getting like even back to the gun control thing. With them trying to change those rules, I feel like even if you wanted to implement something, you're not going to see no benefits for it for another 30, 40 years because nobody's going to try to give up their guns.
I think honestly, I think it's just people just want something to bitch about.
Oh, no, well, that's part of it
Because
too,
like,
bro.
what is your real argument about not owning an assault rifle?
It's their right. That's what I mean. That's why I feel like a lot of like the Constitution stuff should have
this is
been
why I was
revised
hoping-
and looked at more or less.
And this is
before.
why I was hoping Double D is here. We're like because like there's the whole like data scam and
Yeah.
shit like that. How they have algorithms to like,
Yeah.
for example, if you're looking sunglasses up on Amazon, your Instagram things will be Amazon and
Yeah.
shit like that. So and it's like people say that that's an invasion of privacy, and people say, oh yeah, well they want their information. Like Claire, have you ever heard of Claire?
Yeah.
In the airport.
Okay.
You've never heard of Claire? Like they take your retinal scans and you're able to go through the line and stuff.
Oh, I've seen it,
all
but
of that
I-
other
yeah.
bullshit.
I haven't went on an airplane in over 12 years.
That's sad.
Where the fuck am I going to go?
I'm not too far behind.
I don't
you,
know,
'cause
somewhere.
I'll
man.
drive.
I don't go
Somewhere.
nowhere. Nobody.
So you
loves
guys don't
listen.
believe in vacations? Like I think so, but I think you should take a vacation. At
Look
least
at the
once
blonde
a year.
over
Monsters.
there.
My bro, I haven't been on a real vacation, like a legit real vacation where
No,
I
I
went
haven't.
somewhere else and didn't have to worry about nothing since 2000. I was 20 years old.
That's crazy.
Right? And the worst part is I lived on an island for 8 years. I had
Like-
to come back to Pittsburgh to vacate. That's why I stopped even caring about vacations.
Like like I said, I think everybody should go on a vacation at least once a year. You need that time to
and
unwind.
you're absolutely right.
You need that time. I was actually talking about this at work today. You need that time to unwind and to get away from everything.
Yep.
Because that's usually why people are so tired or drawn out, end up hating their
bitter and not
jobs,
wanting to be
bitter, not
there.
liking doing what they're doing because like they don't have a release. Pause. They don't they can't release. You know what I'm saying? You need to release.
No, and you're absolutely right. I had a boss yell at me one time because I went a year and a half and I was using no PTO time. And he looked at me. He's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I live in Pittsburgh in the winter, bro. Like, I'm not going to go back to Pittsburgh in December and use that for my vacation. It makes no sense to me. He's like, we live on an island right now. He's like, you can't just sit here and not go on vacation. Like, do a staycation then. He's like, but you got to use your time. He's like, don't do this again. I was like, all right. It's like, thank you for trying to make me stay home and not work. But,
Yeah, right.
But I appreciate the concern because you're right, because that's how people get burnt out. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again, especially if you're dealing with people. Like, you have to have that release.
And when it comes to jobs, like if you don't like what you're doing, then quit your fucking job.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Oh,
if you hate your job, if you don't want to be at your job or be around people that's at like
do
just
something
find
different.
a new job.
Yeah, don't be miserable because you're gonna make everybody else miserable. Just leave and figure. There's
Swear.
enough jobs.
Well,
that
it's
you
not
can
even
figure
that,
out.
but it's going to eat away at you. Why would you want something to eat away at you?
Well, you should tell this lady at Walmart.
For the
that I
love
know.
of money, that's
I
why.
swear, she got like 4 teeth.
It comes down to money because they could probably be happier doing something else, but it's the fact of the money.
I don't think the Walmart lady can get a better job.
But like, there's back to what we were talking about the whole invasion of privacy thing. I don't really, and I've expressed this multiple times on this podcast. Like, I don't really care about invasion of privacy because I'm not doing anything. Like, if I was doing something, if I had something to hide, then yeah. But like, other than that, what am I bitching about?
Now you make
What am I bitching
valid
about?
points as long as they ain't going on my
Just like the
browser
whole
history.
Google Home. You see, my house is Google integrated. Like, they're listening to everything. All right, they're going to hear some moaning. They're going to hear some yelling at the kids. They're going to hear some kids arguing. They're going to hear me and my wife argue. Like,
It's not like
so?
they're not getting codes to the Soviet Russian
yeah,
missiles.
like I'm not giving any nuclear codes or anything. Like, it is what it is.
Like you're a sleeper cell when you're sitting here plotting against the
Exactly.
government.
Mother Russia.
Right?
Like, oh. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I
Like,
think
I don't care because, I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, what do I need absolute privacy from?
and that
Like,
goes
what do
back-
I need a VPN for? Like, it doesn't matter.
I see those all the time too because I stay on my fire. But VPNs and all that, like, you're right. Like, why do I need to mask this, that, and the other? Like, I shouldn't have to mask anything. It makes really no sense whatsoever, unless you're doing shady shit.
Yeah.
But it goes to your original point. People just like to have something to complain about. They have to have something to complain about.
And I legitimate, like, and make no mistake of it, I get that you want your privacy.
Yeah.
But for what? Like, what exactly are you doing that somebody's going to have to report? That's what I want to know. Like, if
Beating
you're
your kids.
What?
Beating your kids.
Oh, I thought you said meeting.
No.
But see, that's a whole other topic
What
right
black
there.
man wants to
because-
meet their kids?
Do we have that clear? Let me timestamp that one. Hey, what's up? It's Remorseless from the EMP Network. We here at the network would like to thank you for listening. And if you like what you hear, share it. You know, with a friend, a coworker, anybody you would think that would like it. Hell, even anybody that you would think wouldn't like it if you can stand talking to them. Follow us on social media platforms like Facebook, EMP Network, Instagram, EMP Network 412, no spaces, all lowercase, and Twitter at network_EMP. YouTube is under construction, but we'll have that soon. The point is, we want to hear from you. And if it doesn't take too much time out of your day, give us a review, good or bad. We look at all of these as a chance to learn and grow. We have a lot more planned in the future, but we cannot do it without your help. So please, if you think that we're worth it, leave a comment, give a review, and most importantly, share. Thank you for listening.
Oh, wow.
Timestamp that shit right there. Damn.
But yeah, that's a whole other thing about when it comes to just disciplining the children. That's another thing. People just like to be in other people's business, and people like to have something to complain about when it comes down to
And
it.
I agree with that. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
But moving on to the next topic.
That's you.
It's your topic.
it's my
Oh
topic.
my fucking gosh!
Are you about to pray?
Bring in the fucking topic.
Well, because I have other ones too, and I just wanted to, pick the best one.
Why wouldn't you be prepared, Moose?
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about, you figure rich people have a lot of money. You figure billions, millions, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
do
what
you
makes
think-
them rich.
Yeah. So
Or
do
wealthy.
you think there should be a cap off of how much money you should be able to make or keep?
You mean like communism? Like I can't even say the word.
Communism.
Thank you. Can't even get the word out this morning.
Yeah.
I feel that. You want to start this one off, bro?
You can take it if you want to.
All right. I feel that there's certain, when it comes to communism, I can't say the word.
We're gonna go on a record and say it's communism. Whatever else he says is fucking wrong.
Thank you. Whenever I try to say it, we'll just revert back to what
All right, go ahead.
Like
Go ahead. I got you.
I feel that there's good ass.
No, you good. No, say when it comes to, and I got you.
Okay,
back.
when it comes to
communism,
I feel that there are. That's my man. That's what I'm talking about. I feel that there are good aspects because.
Wait, you got a Nissan?
Yeah, Nissan Murano.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to the Nissan family. Hell yeah.
But I'm a firm believer that.
It's nice. It got a sunroof.
Oh, no, that's not me, dude.
that ain't you?
I'm
Oh, man, well, fuck your car then.
I still a Nissan.
No, I mean, yeah, you and the Nissan family, but I was looking at this. What is that one? That's a fucking. Oh, that's an Altima like mine. That motherfucker got a sunroof. I'm still in his shit.
I'm about to say we can both do that. You can steal his and I can get yours because my windows don't go up.
I am OD with that. Yo. I am with that shit.
You really prefer the sunroof?
What?
I almost had a
prefer the
sunroof.
sunroof.
I really don't see a difference, honestly. I just want it because he has it. Like,
I don't have that. I want that toy now. What is this?
Like, I want that shit because he has it. I don't. Honestly, I don't even like. I had a sunroof in me and my wife's Fusion. Like when we had a Ford Fusion, and it barely opened because I mean it's a fucking sunroof. Like,
not a moonroof.
like
It
doesn't-
makes you
doesn't
hot.
make any sense to me.
Yeah,
It's just a fancy thing that they can tack on a couple thousand more onto the car.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
what it is.
No, I
Yeah.
thought that was yours though. We got to steal that. And there's a Malibu pulling up too.
up the
You want the
street.
Malibu, Moose?
Fuck no.
You don't
They
want
got
the
too many
Malibu.
pro-
I'll
Every
take the
time
Malibu,
a
too.
Malibu, there's something wrong.
You're sitting here judging that Malibu with this truck outside.
Hell yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with my truck. Better than your piece of shit.
Better than what? My car out there right now.
Your piece of shit that just left here.
Well,
Oh
that's
no,
why I
my
left.
Expo
After,
was
like-
in mint. Well, the tires were bald, but that's pretty much it.
Man, that's the fucking hitchgate was rusted off.
Yeah, that was rusted up. But my shit ran better than your shit.
Bullshit.
Hands down.
Bullshit.
Hands down.
Bullshit.
You can say that as much as you want to.
Let's get
Go
the car
get it.
drag race now.
Go get it.
Oh man,
I'm with it.
go get it. How am I gonna go get it? Sold the motherfucker. How am I going? Hey,
I need to borrow this back real quick.
I need to race. Let me borrow that
Yeah.
truck real quick. I need to race it with another truck.
I got
Oh,
some-
don't worry. If it flips, you'll get your money back.
I got some shit I got to prove.
The fuck out of here.
This mad shit on the line. I got to prove some shit.
Hell yeah. Like,
Question.
No, them new expeditions though, the EcoBoost ones
No.
are kind of alright.
I'm done with trucks. I mean, I can't drive to work in a truck every. That's actually, I told you, that's why I got rid of that
Yeah.
one because I never drove it because like it just took too much gas. And I mean, my wife could be
Yeah.
able to drive it, but she's driving it to the south side and she gets side swiped with her fucking car, with her white fucking G6 all the time. Like she gets.
Are you
Oh my
sure it's not
gosh.
the way she parks on the
It
south
is the way
side?
she parks because she. Like, my wife. Let me tell you something. My wife's parking ability, I would say, would be equivalent to a blind kid in a tunnel looking for a nickel.
Wow.
Yeah, she sucks at fucking parking.
Wow.
It is so bad. And I know you're going to hear this podcast, baby. Yes, your parking sucks. It's terrible.
Does she have to do a lot of parallel parking too?
We live on this street.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking more or less when you go downtown. I'm not even.
No,
thinking
but
about
the
this.
thing is, she pulls into garages and
Oh,
like
so she-
parking centers and shit. She just can't park like her parallel park. But it's the south side.
Yeah, I get that.
But like, no, that's an excuse because I can whip any vehicle into almost any parking
Well, you
spot
should
as
be
long as
able
it's big
to.
enough.
Yeah.
But like, she can't park. Her depth perception. She has the depth perception of a baked potato. Like it's fucking horrible. And yeah, I'm trouncing you right now in your driving skills.
Yeah.
It's funny because we'll be in the car and like she'll talk shit about my driving skills and I'll be like, I drive way better. And she's like, nah. And we'll ask the kids. I'll be like, who drives better, me or your mom? They'll be like, you. Who do you want to take you for your driver's test, me or your mom? You. Exactly.
Yeah. All the kids be like, "Oh, mom drives better." I'm like, "No, the fuck she don't." No,
But
she
the
don't.
funny thing is, like I taught my nephew how to drive because like my sister, she's like, oh no, wait a minute, like come on, man, you gotta be calm. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, he had several accidents with her, but he hasn't had one with me. And he drove the white G6. He drove my car, and he didn't fuck anything up. You know why? Because I was like, all right, man, make sure you pull out, check your mirrors, check everything, blah, 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 blah. I mean, but honestly, I think it's a teaching strategy. Like, you got to be a little more nonchalant when you're showing somebody how to do something serious versus being real uptight.
No,
like, I think you should be real uptight with innocuous things. Like, if you're teaching somebody how to swing a softball, swing a softball bat, and you're like, no, you got to keep your elbow up. Make sure your elbow is up. Like, you really got to drill that in versus, all right, man, look. Check your mirrors. Make sure everything is fine. Because if you panic, they panic.
Yeah, the stress level. They already have a high stress level because they're learning how to work this car.
I just used to steal the car. I used to take the car.
That's actually how I learned how to drive from stealing cars.
Oh, for real?
Hell yeah.
Well, I took my mom's car. I didn't steal the cars. I took my mom's car.
Mom...
Matter of fact, I started in Atlanta, and you figure that Atlanta is like main roads are like 50 miles an hour.
And it's all flat land. I missed the South, man.
My sister's husband actually is the first one who let me drive his PT Cruiser. I drove it home from the restaurant we went to, and after that, I just start taking it. When they would sleep, I would go downstairs, take the car, ride around the parking lot and shit.
Like, I'm going to go to the store.
Did you have a hairline back then?
No.
You didn't?
Just making sure.
My hairline's always been back since I've been a kid.
Damn. Wow. You got that Benjamin Button hairline.
Wow.
He always talking shit.
That's so mean.
He hates my hairline, my eyebrows. I'm like, what about him? His shit's fading too.
You're mistaken.
Yeah, but I'm also like 10 years older than you.
No, but you're
I'm talking about eyebrows, damn it.
You're mistaken, Moose. I don't hate your hairline and eyebrows.
Your
I
shit's
hate
fading
you
too on the sides.
I hate you.
His shit's fading on the sides
What,
too.
my eyebrows?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Because your shit's light on the sides too, just like you keep saying mine are.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at me. I'm making fun of you, not me.
Well, make fun of yourself.
Why would I do that? You
know
me?
What? He's a fucking bully.
Oh my! Now here we
Just
go.
because he knows
no,
karate,
but
he's a bully.
The funny thing is, like, you have really starting to get liked on this podcast.
Yeah, you are.
Wait, why?
Yeah,
What
people
do you
are
mean?
really starting to.
Who's liking
starting
me?
to like you?
Who's liking
Our
me?
listeners. Oh my gosh! I don't know why. Because they get this bullshit. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
You're a man
it may
of
be
the people,
because
I'm entertaining.
you're laugh-atable.
I'll take that.
You're
I
a
don't
man
give
of
a
the
fuck.
people, Moose.
As long as I'm the star.
You're like, okay, so if we were to tag us, I would say Chappelle, Rock, Double D is definitely like Jerry Seinfeld or something like that. And
Jimmy Fallon.
And you would be Kevin Hart.
Yes! I'm short.
Oh my god. That's your takeaway. Listen, everybody who's down with Moose, did you hear that?
I'm short.
That is what
I
talking
could buy
to Moose
a
is
Chevy
like.
Cruze and
That's
be comfortable.
all he got. That is all.
Yes.
But anyway, what the hell were we talking about?
We were talking about, we were just talking about the race, and we were talking about how I can't say the word.
Communism.
My man. And I feel like there's certain aspects of it that are good, but we've been conditioned for way too long to want to always be the best and have more than somebody else. So that's not going to work. So you really can't put a cap on people's money. Now, yeah, but what does that even have to do with race, though?
No, we weren't.
About?
He's reading the pre-pro board.
Oh.
He brought up another topic.
Yeah.
Get myself off today. Hold on.
Oh,
but
man.
you're talking about like a certain cap because
This all black cast
had a
today
moose
without
moment.
Double D. This is like a Tyler Perry movie.
so bad. Without the dresses, unless you got a dress.
Did you
on.
see the last Tyler Perry movie?
I don't mess with Tyler Perry.
Nobody watches Tyler Perry movies.
Yo, the last one was kind of funny compared
Oh
to the
my
other ones.
gosh. No, but
The kids wanted to see it.
Did you finish your point?
I don't remember what his question was.
It was about
About
the
the
cap on being rich.
Oh, the cap on being rich. No, because you should be able to make whatever you feel like you should be worth. But certain jobs, like I feel like, I watched this documentary and it was over in England, and this doctor only made He only made like 100,000 a year. But that being said, the government put him up in a nice 2-3 bedroom loft for him and his family. The government took care of his car, so he didn't have to take care of his car.
It's a flat in England.
Thank you. So they had situations like that.
What?
It's a flat.
What do
It's
you
a
mean?
flat.
It's called a
What's a
flat.
It's a flat.
It's called a flat.
What?
They live in a flat.
Apartments are called
They
a flat.
live in a flat.
That's what it's called. You didn't know that?
Fuck no.
You should know these things, Moose.
No.
This bloody wanker.
Oh, Moose, hey boy, you're 26 years old. You gotta be a little more worldly, my friend. But ain't much way.
It's a flat. They live in a flat.
I'm doing a flat.
A flat. Well, what if
Yes,
it's not
a flat.
flat? What if it's rounded?
It's just
they
the
call,
name
they
of
call it
it.
a round.
Well, well, how about this? Why do you drive on your parkway? Oh, and you park in your driveway. Oh, your mind's blown, Mustafa.
Wait, so what does the parkway have to do with anything about where they live at?
Because you just said, why isn't it flat?
Oh my
What if it's not
No,
flat?
no, we're not going to do this. Double Z is not here. I cannot take this. We're just going to continue like he didn't ask that question.
Cafe
Were you
Milano's.
done with what you said?
We can.
Speaking of it, the listeners want to know if you got that yet.
No.
Wow. We'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next
How
week.
does he know?
Because I was here. We were all here. We were here
don't get-
together.
I asked my wife about it too. She was like, "What?" I was like, "Babe, I don't know what the
she
fuck-
doesn't listen to the
the
podcast.
podcast.
If she listened to the podcast, she would definitely. Everybody listen. Everybody
my
that I
friends
talked
did,
to and
yeah.
everybody that listened to it got it right away.
I'm gonna have to listen to the episode because I'm still lost.
It's not the. All right,
not that
all right. We're
episode?
just
gonna
moving
move
on.
on.
We're just moving
but
on.
any which way, I feel if you're going to put a cap, then other things should be brought into the play. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
like
should get
luxuries.
yes, other luxuries, because that way you don't have to make that extra bit of money because that's already being taken care of for you. You know what I mean? So a doctor doesn't need to make $1 million because their place is being taken care of, their car's being taken care of. Some part probably their rent's probably a little bit cheaper too.
Like the president.
yeah.
All right, so my opinion on it, you remember how we said basically Hitler was a genius.
Yeah.
You know, and he would have took over the world if he didn't spread himself out too thin. I mean, if you want to equate him, you would say that he's a good leader to some.
Yeah.
Just like he was a villain to some, he was a hero to some. On paper, communism sounds perfect. It sounds like a paradise.
Yeah.
But it's definitely
It's
not.
not. It's not. It's not going to work.
But I don't think it's fair to cap somebody that worked for their money.
Yes.
Like I can see if they were just sitting around doing absolutely nothing and everybody's getting an amount from the government, or here's like, oh yeah, well everybody has to learn how to survive on $500 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's fair. But the only way that it would be fair is no shit if everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
Literally everybody. Because it's like in the land of supers, when everybody's super, nobody is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like with putting a cap on it, let's think about this. I went to school, I got my education, I got a good job from my education, I worked hard to make a good living, and now you're telling me I can only have this much money
Yep.
when I worked to make this much money? No, you can go eat a dick.
Big old bag of them.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And if anybody has an issue with that, guess what? Fuck you too, and your mom, and Moose's hairline.
And catch them outside, biatches.
How about that?
How about that there? That's right.
No, but
We
it doesn't.
good
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you cap somebody? Why, like, you worked hard for that.
Yep. Work hard for that money.
You know what I'm saying? And if you worked hard for it, you should earn it. I think, like, I've always said, I think everybody should earn their keep. Everybody should work for what they have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with help either. Because I mean, I grew up on help. I grew up on welfare. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for it, we'd have probably been super broke. I mean, shit. Instead of being homeless every once in a while, we'd have probably been homeless forever. But communism is a lot of reasons why you have those tiers, that low class, middle class, high class. Not like America has, but like the favelas. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really down in the dirt type of places,
Like
third
low,
world country
yeah.
type of places, and it's a good idea, but it's never going to be executed properly.
Never.
Yeah.
Mainly because we're human beings.
Exactly, and that's what it comes into it.
So to answer your question, no, I don't think you should have a cap on your money. But I also think you should be responsible for it. I also think that you should like use your privilege to help, but also you don't have to.
You don't have to.
No,
yeah.
you shouldn't have to. No.
Like, I mean, you should, but you don't have to. So, like, you can't like you don't. It's a survivor's remorse type of situation. Like you get out. You get out the hood. You made it, and then it's like, man, but
none of these
they
other
didn't make it.
people
Let me go back and try to help them out, and then you never know what happens. Perfect example would be Nipsey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All he did, like after he got out and after he made it from rap and different things like that, he went back and he tried to help, blah, 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 blah. Granted, it was just one fuckhead doing fuckhead shit, but like that shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because you lose a lot in doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
Look at
but
Hammer.
I'm getting sidetracked. But to answer your question, no, you shouldn't put a cap on somebody's earnings. That's bullshit.
Yep. Absolutely.
And
right.
fuck that duck.
Fuck that duck.
Fuck that duck.
It's just funny. I love like hearing the birds in the background. Like it sounds like a beautiful.
I know. Did you hear the
podcast.
lawnmower earlier? Like, yeah. Sorry guys, I got my window open. It gets a little hot up here.
with all black folks?
But getting on to that point, so this is something I've had this conversation with people for a while, and that's why I get your input on this. When it comes to Social Security, see, my personal opinion is if you're going to take my money from me, I feel that it should be put into some other account. If you need to use this money to help fund other things, yeah. But if you're going to sit there at the end of the day and tell me there's not going to be no money and I've worked here when there's other people who haven't or put into a pot, I feel some kind of way about that.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, you know, every time you get your paycheck, they're taking money off for Social Security. They're putting stuff to the side.
Yeah.
All right, with your taxes and everything like that. But when it comes to your Social Security, I feel if you're going to take that money out, because they always say when you get started, like my generation, there's not going to be Social Security. They always say that. Da, 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 da. But why not? If you're going to take money out my paycheck and hold it, I feel that you should be putting it somewhere where I should be benefiting off of that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I feel that it comes like what you said, you just worked all your life for certain things.
I do.
And I don't feel that if I've worked since I was 16 and somebody who hasn't worked, not saying that they had a disability or so, but just never had a consistent job for most of their life, and now we're both in the twilights of our careers and we're both going to get the same kind of money at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I feel like there should be a fund set aside and I should get some of my money that you've taken out over my 30, 40 years of working
Yeah.
for my Social Security, for me to be okay later on in life. You know what I mean? Instead of it just going into a big pool and then it's just used. And I understand that you have to use tax money and stuff for things. I'm cool with all that. But take some of that money away, or some of that money that you're taking from me, put it aside for me.
Yeah.
And that way, everybody works to you work for your own. So that way, if you want to be a lazy prick and not contribute to society throughout all these years, this is what you reap. Then, when you're older, then you have nothing. Now, I'm not trying to say this against people that actually have the disabilities and stuff like that.
Why don't you sound like this any other time when we're recording? Usually,
yeah.
he sounds a lot clearer and a lot better right now versus the whole other
because
time.
we're talking about my money.
Oh,
We're talking about my money.
was,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
All right.
It's passionate now.
He probably was a hustler back in the day. That's what like when it comes to my money, I talk clear.
We'll talk about back in the day. Let's get back to the future
Them
right
South
now.
Carolina days. That's what
No,
that was.
those Acmatonian days back by the turnpike. But that's another story for a different one. I missed the box. Y'all know what it is. But yeah, it should be put to the side for me. Now, for those people that actually need it because they're feeling some kind of way because they have disabilities, I'm cool with that. Take some of my money, help them out. I'm okay with that. But I still feel that when I get to my 60s, there should be money that you've been taking on me for years, put to the side for me. I should have something. And not everybody's money should be the same. Because we don't, like you said, we all don't work the same. You worked and tried to get to where you need to be and knocked yourself around to get to where you need to, and somebody else sat there and did nothing their whole life, and I should get the same money. That's bullshit. Just...
I get where you're coming from. I agree with that. I mean, I'm not versed enough on Social Security to really know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, it goes right back to, I mean, if you worked for that money's yours. You deserve that money.
Yep.
So you should have it.
I feel that. 'Cause it's just like I had the same issue with basically one of my family members pissed me off one day.
That dude looked like he about to take a gun to school. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I just
What
moosed
do you
this
look
subject.
like?
Yeah.
I just moosed this subject. My bad. That dude looks scary as heck, man. He better not knock on my door. I'm gonna knock his little ass the fuck out. This little motherfucker. He look like he's gonna wear. He look like he wear trench coats in the summertime and shit. I ain't going to a movies in that motherfucker in the movie.
Hell no.
Shit.
Anyway, back to subject. What
You know how scared I was at Endgame since it's a 3-hour movie, man. Every time I go into the movie theater, I look left and I look right because I went to the movie theater. It's a real nice, luxurious movie theater. But
which one?
Like those luxurious movie theaters are the one that gets shot the fuck up. So like, it's fucked up that you got to have those conversations. What?
What's luxurious to you?
You haven't seen this new movie theaters?
Which one?
Like any of them now.
Like,
really?
did you see the one in McCandless?
No, I never been.
Oh, that one is fire.
Well, yeah, I live over like
Vibrating seats.
Yeah.
waterfront
Motherfuckers
area.
warm up.
Yeah, the one for the waterfront's nice too.
recliners.
It's a Cinemark, man.
I don't like the waterfront. The waterfront,
I don't
I'm not
like
gonna
it
lie,
either,
the
but they're
waterfront's
nice.
a little
Hold
ghetto
on.
for me now.
But hold on,
when I
there's
was younger, it was cool. You know, because I was one of them dudes.
Yeah.
But
Hold on.
I'm not one of them dudes anymore. So
This hold on, but does that one recline? Because I just might be talking shit on my ass.
I don't know about the
'Cause-
waterfront. I know Waterworks do.
Yeah, actually, let me
Waterworks,
recheck
that re-innovation
That
for
is
the
my
Waterworks.
new
oh,
favorite
that
theater
shit
now
is fire.
because that is.
You want to know why
point.
that's your new favorite theater? Because you never went to McCandless.
I never been to McCandless.
You never been to the
man.
Century 3.
We're gonna go.
one's
We're
not
gonna
bad.
go see John Wick 3 in McCandless.
Okay.
Did you see John Wick 1 and 2?
No, but I have.
How the
Hulu.
fuck you
How
gonna
the
watch John
fuck?
Wick 3?
Like,
Because
you're
I've seen
crazy
every
as hell.
other Connery film and shooting
Fuck
image.
both y'all.
How about that?
That down south shit.
Exactly.
You sound like the water boy. That one.
Ribber, jibber, jibber.
Sound like the
What was that? No, the guy who was like,
Yeah.
remember that time?
Not the case guy, but
What the fuck are you trying to say, D? Shut your excited talking about money ass up. Shut the door, Half.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying.
Shut the door.
No, you gotta go to Century 3. Century 3 ain't bad.
Have I been in? I think I've been in a Century.
Do you know the last time I went to Century 3?
No, I don't know.
Do you know the last time I went
The
to Century 3?
movie theater is not bad,
No, I'm
though.
asking you. Do you know the last time I went to Century 3?
I don't know where the hell you have been.
Me neither. I'm not going to fucking Century
It's
3. Are you
big.
crazy?
It's bad because that's the only good thing.
And
I
for
think
one,
over
it's
there.
on the other side of Pittsburgh. I'm not
Yeah.
driving
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
way over there to watch
McCandless
a
is the
fucking
other side of
movie.
Pittsburgh for me.
Well, that's a you issue, not a
Yeah.
me issue.
a whole bunch of movie theaters around here. Yeah.
But no,
Waterworks
they got
those on point though now.
Yeah, they when they redid that shit,
They went
yeah.
hard.
I like the fact that you got to pick your seats and shit now.
See, I
so
didn't like
there's
that
no
at first,
confusion.
but
Like,
now I do.
I don't mind it because I mean, if it's a movie that I want to see, you better not put your dirty ass fingers anywhere else. I've seen you digging your ear. If it's a movie that I want to see, like I'm gonna buy the tickets like a day or two ahead of time. Make sure I have the right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like
That's
make
would've
sure I
been-
have the right time and shit like
Wow,
that.
that would have been a lot smarter. See, I would usually roll up inebriated, and they're like, "Pick one, sir." And I'm like, "Which am I supposed to pick, the red or the black? What's going on here?"
That's why different
There's like
Dragon
2
Ball.
minutes before
You
the
think
film.
it's roulette? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll take 80 on black.
Let's spend this shit, bitch. Like, I don't know.
She's
what's
like, I'm
going
not
on.
spending anything, sir.
But
Well, I want my money back.
What the hell did I win here?
It depends what movie it is for me. To
Knowing
go
me
over
being
there.
an asshole, I'll take your money and say, you want a popcorn, motherfucker. Go watch your movie. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Actually, I just watched Endgame on the Fire Stick. Found a real good
Oh,
copy
my
of it.
gosh. Y'all fucking thieves.
No, I'm still
I'm
going to
gonna
go
go
see
watch-
it.
I might go watch it
I'm
today.
still planning on going to see
You're a
it.
fucking thief.
Oh, of course, but I'm still going to plan and see it. It was one of those days that was nothing going on and nothing on TV.
I watched that shit twice already.
Man,
You're a
it
cheater.
took me 6 hours
You're a
because
cheater.
the feed, it was
You
a
can't
good
even-
feed, but
you
it was
can't be
like
committed.
3 gigs,
No.
and it just ran. It just kept on buffering and buffering. It would get
I
so
wouldn't
far
even be able to
buffered.
watch a movie like that.
I couldn't, but then I was so far invested into it at that point in
Nah,
time.
man.
It would have to be the
Nah.
real movie, like for me
No,
to watch.
this was
it, have
like-
surround
Yeah.
sound
Like I said,
and
like
shit, yeah.
this was probably the best kind of copy. It wasn't a canned version. I think it was probably like a promotional from overseas, but it was the best that you're going to get until you actually get it.
So it didn't see the dude chewing the popcorn and he's laughing
Nah.
at the jokes and shit. Like,
okay.
look at the Hulk.
No, it's legit. Like the only thing I really did to make it and made it a little bit better is I changed the sharpness up and just turned the brightness up a little bit, and
Yeah.
that was it. It was like watching it at like 480. You know what I mean? All
480
things-
ain't good enough for in game.
Oh no, it's not, and that's why I'm going to. I'm still planning on
480 ain't
seeing.
good enough for HD at all.
No, Well, that's
What the fuck
why.
did you do? What was you watching it on? A 6-inch TV?
Well, actually, no. It was no. Truthfully,
Had binoculars
no.
on the couch, and it was on the.
No, it said it was 180, but I'm trying to tell you, it wasn't Chris like all like that.
Play with your army man outside.
But any which way, it was a good copy. And we got through like a good first half an hour of it, and then after that, that's when we started having buffering problems.
No, all right.
But like
yeah,
I keep on
Comcast.
trying to say, I'm planning on still going back. It was just nothing on TV, trying to check it
Shout
out.
out to Comcast.
I have Comcast, but
I don't do Comcast.
You know, I don't like Comcast. Verizon Fios has hands down the best internet.
See, that's
that
who I
has ever
have right
came out.
now.
But I didn't like all of the hidden fees and like that. Every time you turned around, my bill was different. And I'm like, what is this? And I had to call, like, what is this? What is this? Like, I shouldn't have to keep calling you.
No, it
You
should
know
be
what I'm
one
saying?
flat rate.
So, like,
and then speak the hula blah blah.
nah, you got American when you call Verizon. But,
Not
like,
Sprint.
I always
No.
pick Fav, and I just talk to him in Spanish. But,
There you go.
but Comcast, you know what I'm saying? It's nice. The price is decent, you know, and I got the fastest internet because of all of the shit that I do. So, but they have blackouts like crazy.
Who,
like,
Comcast?
yeah, like I'll say once a month or 2 months. I'll say once a month or 2 months. Like I'll like the internet, it wouldn't black out for like a good hour or two. It'll skip like in the middle of me doing something, and it's always in the middle of me doing something important. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Come on.
HD porn streaming.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Do you want my porn moves? Not my porn that I'm in, but
Wait,
my porn
that's
that
what
I've bought over the years. 'Cause
Sure.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring it in, and you can
That
have
is
it.
a nasty ass. Don't bring that box in my house.
No,
Leave
we'll-
that shit in your trunk.
We'll,
and
we'll
you can give it
exchange
to 'em.
outside. We'll
Hell
exchange
yeah,
outside. Well, no,
man.
because there's a reason
got a couple
behind all this.
Mexicans?
Because I was at the house yesterday and I was looking for a video game, and I was like, man, I got a good bit of porn DVDs. And I started thinking, like, if something happens to me, my family has to clean this house. I don't want them finding it.
Really?
Wait, how
I wouldn't
nasty
give
is it?
it. Let me
They're
tell
not
you
nasty,
something.
It's just a lot of porn.
As long as
Yeah,
it's versatile.
I say this all the time. I can't even look at like my Instagram or Twitter in fucking public, yo. That shit is like,
Yeah.
that shit is nasty.
But that's condensed
yo.
and it's on your phone. This is not my I don't want to be dead and then my mom go over the house and
She
find
sees
like
Booty Dropper
Yeah!
69, like Volume 3.
exactly, and not just like one or two DVDs, but a collection. And that was my second thing. It's like we really need to start reevaluating stuff when you have a collection nowadays too. It's 2019.
What type of collection are we talking about? Are we talking about like 10, 20? Oh, shit. No. This motherfucker got too many. He got an encyclopedia of porn.
So anyway, Moose, how you been?
Did you organize them with a Dewey Decimal System?
I probably could have at one point in time, Moose. I probably could have.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, well, back in the day when I first moved out of South Carolina, when you bought like
You could buy them at like Walmart.
Yeah, but when you bought the Hustlers, there was a DVD inside of the Hustlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 12 times a year at least, and it was $5 for like the magazine.
God damn, you have a investment. I would tell him on eBay, be like, look,
Probably could.
it's been used, but
It's been used a lot.
Do not sell anybody used porn, yo. That is nasty. That is used porn.
As long as it's not the magazine. What's
Used
the DVD?
porn.
The
But
DVD's
the
in
case of the DVD is gonna be sticky as shit too.
Who's gonna give him a case?
wear a glove. And then
You just gonna give them see?
Damn straight.
you're gonna give him hepatitis.
Dropping everything on the spindle.
Hey, I need this picture for a memory right here. This has Rachel Starr's fucking
Yeah,
audition on it. Like,
It depends what
No,
porn
you know
star.
how,
I'm bad.
how the CDs come in the spindle. We just
That's
drop them
nasty.
on there. We put the lid on there with the bio shit. It's like,
that
here you
shit.
go.
Yeah, as long as they don't look at that shit with black light. Oh my god, they're gonna
Hey.
go blind. Like,
Probably.
you know what they say? Don't look down, you'll go blind. Don't look at his porn stash, or
Yeah,
you'll go
don't-
blind. The
don't.
DVDs are all stuck together and shit.
Nah, it ain't that bad, but you might see
That
the light.
shit look like a glazed donut.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That porn stash
It
looked like it had
depends.
It had a bukkake session.
But it depends what the
I'm
porn
pretty
star
sure
is.
I'm pretty sure
what
there's
type
some-
of porn is it?
There, a little bit of everything.
It doesn't matter. Don't get somebody
Don't
else's
tell me
porn.
what the fuck to do.
It's used fucking porn. What are you talking about?
You act like he just.
And when you
fucking-
get older, Moose, and you're my age, and you find yourself a nice 26-year-old person, You could pass it along to them.
Yeah, I'll
We're
give
gonna
it
pass this
exactly.
porn down for generations.
Exactly, I'll do it definitely. I'm
Ladies
not
and
playing.
gentlemen, why am I putting myself through this? Double D, what the fuck, Double D? What the fuck?
This is what you
I
left
don't give a
with.
fuck how tired you were. You should have came the fuck in here
Yeah, you
because
Frenchman.
you are the filter between these two Nimroids.
What's wrong with getting used porn? I don't get it.
It's used porn. Somebody watched it and beat off to it. I'm pretty sure they didn't wash their hands before taking the DVD out at least once. So the motherfucker's like sticky. It's nasty. It has somebody else's dick residue on it. And you just want to open it, smell it, lick it, put the
Who the
DVD. Put the
Who does this
DVD in
with
there.
DVDs?
You know, you gotta clean the DVD, the back of the
He's
DVD.
I think he's
window.
doing a whole bunch of stuff with his DVDs.
So this is what you do. If the CDs, so you mean to tell me, remember when the CDs used to get dirty? What did you do? How did you clean it? Go ahead and lie. Go ahead.
What did you do?
100%. You used your breath, fogged it up, wiped it off on your shirt.
Yep.
Everybody fucking did it.
Yep.
Everybody did it. So think of no. Stop. You just wait right there, Baldy. So think about this. Think about what the fuck is going on right now. All right. Think about what's going on right now. So he's giving you his DVDs. All right. What if he popped it in and it started skipping? Guess what he was gonna do? Oh, all right. Let me take my dick out my hand. Let me press the eject button on the DVD. Take the disc out. Breathe on the disc so it can fog up. Clean it on my fucking shoulder. Then pop it in. And then put his dick back in his hand.
No, I use all my boxers, so it's close to my dick anyway.
Oh my god.
That's how I'm looking
Use
down.
porn. Don't use porn.
Oh look, back in the day, kids. That's the only porn we was able to get when I was little.
But you can stream it now, so you don't even need a collection.
Well, maybe it's
there is
old
a free
porn stars that they
website
don't
called
have.
Pornhub.
That's why I'm trying to
You
get.
don't need the collection
See, and
for.
that's another reason why I'm trying to get rid
I
of
want
it because I
classic.
don't need it.
Oh
I
my
want-
god. Just throw it away, man.
No,
Stop trying
I
to
want
give
it.
people your porn.
I want it.
But Bruce,
Oh my god.
I think he can learn from this porn. I think this is.
All right,
Gonna
we're
be
going to get off this.
But
part.
what about
We're
classic?
going to end this episode right now.
Wait, classic porn stars like Jada Farah. She don't do porn.
They
no
are
more.
still, they're on Pornhub.
So what? There might be something that's not as clear as
This is
like, I
true.
can watch it on the big screen.
D, shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Like, what is the issue?
It's used porn. That's the issue. You want to know what the bigger issue is? The fact that you don't know the fucking issue. That's the bigger issue in this whole thing. That you don't know that that's used
I'm
porn.
just gonna stir the pot.
All right, we getting off of this,
I
man.
mean, it's
we got
used,
anything else?
it's used vagina. It's used dick
Oh,
that's in the
man.
porn. So
Oh man.
I mean, it's used anyway. I mean, if it's brand new, it's still used.
All right, Moose, go ahead and get
just
and
gonna do
get
it.
herpes from a
I'm gonna just
porn.
use some alcohol on it, wipe it off, put it in my PlayStation 3 because it's been sitting in the closet for a year. So
Yo, hooking up your PlayStation 3. You're going to hook up your PlayStation 3. You're going to light candles, get the lotion, put it over there. Just like Chris Rock said, you're going to look down at your dick like scream
watch
if you
it
want
with-
to. Nobody's going to hear you.
I'm gonna watch it with my wife.
There you go,
Bro, it's used porn. You know how nasty. Y'all going to have to watch it in hazmat suits. It's used fucking porn. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I don't see
Let's
the
get
issue.
out of here, man.
Courtesy
Let's
they
get outta
got-
here.
I don't see the issue. at all.
We're an hour deep in this, man. Let's get out of it. And is there anything else?
Nah, I'm good with this.
Used
episode.
fucking porn.
Actually, some of the people I work with love the show, man. Like, if you could sell tickets, we could sell tickets and have an audience in here. I've had more than one person at my job. I just want to sit and just listen and watch y'all. I don't gotta say nothing. I just watch
They don't
y'all.
want to see me smack my forehead because y'all motherfuckers.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I got two people. One's my confidant, the other one's Batgirl, and they listen to the show.
All right, shout out to y'all,
religiously,
man.
man.
Thanks for
They're
listening.
awesome.
We appreciate
Ooh,
y'all.
Batgirl.
Yeah, because she's like this, man. She loves some
Did y'all
Batman.
watch that? Did I not send y'all a video? I sent you a video. I thought I put it in the group
Oh,
chat.
yeah, I saw
Of
that.
Yo,
I
that
saw
shit was
that
fucking
before.
funny as hell.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It
in
was
the
like a
group
laugh or die or funny or die skit with Batman.
He with
being
Batman
nasty.
when he was fighting Bane. He just beat Bane, but then got stabbed.
Oh yeah, that's Batman College Humor.
That
Is
shit
it
was
the College
funny as
Humor
fuck.
one?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the College Humor shit where he kept talking to Talia about sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen that shit like 3-4 years ago. But yeah, it's hilarious. Other than that, man, as usual, we
he's
want to
trimming
hear
his
from you
hedges.
guys.
Can I ask
Yo,
him?
can you not have?
Can I ask him?
Shut
Can
the
he,
fuck up.
He could probably trim your hedges,
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man.
like your pubes.
I don't have any.
Well,
We've
you will.
already established this.
You will.
Yeah, and I trim my own hedges.
I think it would be better if he trimmed yours with that.
Why would I want? First off, why would I want a guy to trim my hedges?
Facts.
Well, we're not
Just
gonna talk
because
about
you
your
want to
preference.
use D's porn doesn't. You know what?
I'm okay with
As
use
usual,
porn.
guys. We want to hear from you. We always
We're gonna
we
name
always
this
want to hear
episode.
what you got to say. We always want to make sure that we're communicating with y'all. But we got to get y'all to communicate with us first. So, as usual, hit us up on all the socials and make sure you follow us at EMP Network
412 at gmail.com.
I can't do
I
that shit.
miss
That's a
Double
Double D
D.
thing. Shout out to Double D, man. You need to come back because I'm gonna end up killing one of these fuckheads.
It's
You
gonna be
just-
Moose.
It's definitely gonna be. It's
gonna be
always
Moose.
gonna be Moose.
And when he comes back, we will revisit
We're going
this
to
whole
name
porn
this
thing
episode
We're not
Use
gonna do
Porn.
too.
I was actually
porn.
gonna do that. But other
do
than
we
that,
do?
man, anything else? No, nothing else.
No, guys, just get to see y'all.
All right, man. Well, the shit that you hear, you may like it, you may hate it, you may agree, you may disagree. Some of the shit that you hear, you may think we're full of shit. Some of it you don't. But one thing that I can always promise you is it'll always be no filter.
No filter.
No filter.
We can't do it. Double D's not
Yeah,
here.
he's not here, bro.
But signing off. This is Remorseless.
This is D.
And this is Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Use porn is a good thing because you
It's
don't have
not.
to pay for
All right,
it.
man. Thank you for listening.
You don't have to pay for it.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey guys, Double D here, and let's face it, you're a loser. Yeah, yes you. You don't have any friends. And here's why this is a problem. Because after you've downloaded this episode and you listen to it, you're going to love it so much, you're going to want to go out and download all the other episodes of No Filter from the EMP network. And then after you've listened to those, you're going to love this show so much, you're going to want to run out and tell all your friends about it. But guess what? You don't have any friends. So go out into the real world and make some friends. That way you can tell them all about it. And you can also tell them about our socials where you can hit us up. Hit us up at Twitter at network_EMP. Also on Instagram, EMP Network 412. And also on Facebook, you can like us, EMP Network, and share it with all your friends on there. They say that they're your friends, but they're not your friends. So go out into the real world and make some friends, you weirdo.
Network.
299,792,458 laughs per second.